Hey, what's up guys? Today we're going to go through my 10 favorite books that inspire creativity. I'm Todd Van Fleet and this is Design, Shoot, Build. So the first book I want to talk to you about is called The Shark's Paintbrush. Now, you might be thinking, what the heck? This is probably a sleeper that's going to be on this list, and these are in no particular order, by the way. But this book I found absolutely fascinating because it's written by a guy named Jay Harmon. He's an inventor, an entrepreneur, like a product designer, and what this book does is it explores the concept of biomimicry. Now, biomimicry is this idea that using nature as inspiration for design and innovation. You're going to hear me talk about this a lot, like inspiration from nature, the golden ratio, which is back over there. Quick little side note about biomimicry. Have you ever heard the story about a bird that inspired a bullet train in Japan? There's this bird called the kingfisher. And now the bullet train designer was a hobbyist birder, you know, someone that takes pictures and loves to learn about and watch birds. So he had noticed that the beak on this bird was shaped in a way that when it would hit the water, it wouldn't disrupt the water or the waves for like enough time that it could catch a fish. And so he took that inspiration and redesigned the front of the bullet train to this being inspired by this beak. Because in Japan, this bullet train would go through this tunnel in the middle of the city, and when it would come out of the tunnel, it would make this crazy loud boom noise. And it was disrupting the people that lived there. All the residents were complaining how loud this train was. So they looked to him to redesign the train, and he took this inspiration from the bird's beak. What do you know? When the train pops out of the tunnel now, it doesn't make a sound. All because it's inspired by the shape of that bird's beak. How freaking awesome is that? All right, so back to this book. The book uses examples from the natural world, such as the way that sharks swim and the way that leaves move in the wind, to demonstrate how we can apply these principles to our own work and improve our own creativity and our own problem solving abilities. This book is written in an engaging manner. It's accessible. It makes it a great read for anyone interested in creativity and innovation. Now, whether you're an artist, a scientist, or a business person, you got to check this book out because it encourages you to think differently and to look at the world in a different way, which is the very essence of creativity, if you ask me. All right, our next book is called Creativity, Inc. You've probably heard of this one. This is a book written by Ed Catmull. He's the co-founder and the president of Pixar Animation Studios. You might have heard about a couple little movies like Toy Story, Monsters, Inc., Cars, Up, tons of them, right? So this book, it's pretty cool. It offers behind-the-scenes look at the creative process and how Pixar and their company, they managed to maintain its success for all these years. The writer, Ed Catmull, he shares kind of some personal experiences, insights on how to foster creativity and build culture within an organization. Every company should check this out. CEO, presidents, CFOs, this is a great read for that. The book provides valuable lessons on how to overcome obstacles that can block creativity and how to foster an environment where creative ideas can flourish. This is key. Creatives need an environment to flourish. This book is inspiring as it shows how a small group of individuals were able to create something truly innovative, truly successful, and additionally, it provides practical advice, steps on how to manage a creative team, how to build a culture of trust and collaboration within an organization. Collaboration is key with creativity. So I'd say check this one out. Even if you're doing your own thing, or if you're an organization and you want to grow and you want to get more creative, Creativity, Inc. All right, our next book. This might be my favorite on the list. This is called Called to Create. Now, this is written by Jordan Raynor. Jordan Raynor has become one of my favorite authors in the last few years. In many ways, it's inspired the videos for this channel. It's inspiring what we're doing right now for you to help inspire creativity in others. Now, it takes this idea that creativity is a calling, right? Rather than just a job or hobby or a talent. I can speak from personal experience on that because I was in advertising and then I went to use my creative skills in ministry. And then I did that for a while, and now I want to use my creative skills to inspire you. Now, Raynor draws on biblical principles and real-life examples to show how individuals can use their creative gifts to make a positive impact in the world. Doesn't that sound awesome? He also offers steps, practical advice on how to overcome obstacles and find fulfillment in the creative process. Because we know how hard the creative process can be, and sometimes it's not fulfilling. It's just like you want to rip your brains out, right? So every creative, I highly recommend you read this book. It gives a fresh perspective on the role of creativity, not just in our jobs, but in our lives. It encourages readers to see their talents in a way to serve others, to make a difference in the world, and this book offers valuable insights on how to navigate often challenging path of pursuing a creative career. We all know it's pretty hard sometimes. It's super inspiring, super motivating for anyone who wants to use the most of their creative gifts. Okay, next we've got this book called I'm Possible. This is by photographer Jeremy Cowart. I can't even really call him just a photographer because he's an artist in so many ways. He's also an entrepreneur. He is doing some groundbreaking stuff. Pause this video, go to his Instagram and start following Jeremy Cowart just so you can see the awesome things that he's doing. He's taken portraits of Taylor Swift, all kinds of famous musicians, and then some. Also check out a project he's doing called The Purpose Hotel. That shows you the kind of guy that he is, that he's not just a photographer or artist. Just like the previous book, he's using his talents to make a difference in the world. So this book, he gets pretty vulnerable. It's awesome. This book shares his personal journey and the lessons he's learned as a creative person. Covers topics like creativity, entrepreneurship, and personal development. We can all use that. I know I can. He shares his experience, how he turned his passion for photography into a successful business. And now that he's been able to build a strong personal brand, the book is full of practical advice and tips on how to stay motivated, how to create a strong personal brand of your own, and how to turn your creative ideas into a reality. It also emphasizes the importance of hard work, persevering, and the power of positive thinking. So overall, this book, it's a must read for anybody who wants to turn their passion into a career, or for those of you that just want to be motivated or inspired to pursue your creative ideas. It's a powerful reminder that anything is possible with hard work, determination, and a positive attitude. Slide these out of the way. Next one. Oh gosh, it's so hard. All these books are my favorite. This one called Let My People Go Surfing. It's kind of a memoir, or like the story of the founder of Patagonia, Yvon Chouinard. In this book, man, it talks about his journey from a young rock climber, surfer, adventurer, to a successful businessman. I mean, he built Patagonia, right? This talks about how he built it into a socially and environmentally conscious company. So this dude, he taught himself how to be a blacksmith so that he could make his own climbing equipment. I can relate to that in so many ways. Like Ken and I behind the camera here, we're always trying to figure out how to do things and teaching ourselves how to do it. Ken does it way better than I do. But I can just tell you that just when I found that out, that little tidbit of him teaching himself how to become a blacksmith to make his own climbing equipment, because back in the day when he was doing it, it wasn't around. There's also a fun story in here on how rugby jerseys inspired the whole apparel business of Patagonia in general. So it's not just a book about business, it's also reflective on the importance of living a meaningful life and being true to yourself. Chouinard's approach to business, which emphasizes sustainability, the connection to nature, is a source of inspiration for so many people. It encourages us to think about the impact of our choices on the environment and to find ways to make a positive difference. Through his story, Chouinard also shows how creativity and innovation can be fostered in a corporate setting. He encourages readers to think outside the box, take risks in order to achieve your goals. Overall, Let My People Go Surfing is a thought-provoking, inspiring book that encourages creativity and innovation, both in business and in your personal life. It offers unique perspectives on how to achieve success while staying true to your values and making a positive impact in the world. You're gonna sense a theme here with some of these books. Okay, next on our list, we've got Atomic Habits by James Clear. This was the hardest book for me to read because it just really hit home. It really cut deep because I need to get better at everything that he talks about in this book. It's based on this idea that small, consistent changes in your behavior can add up to create a significant impact over time. He argues that by breaking down big goals into small, measurable habits, digestive chunks, people can achieve your goals more effectively and more efficiently. So a personal example of this is how I was able to get a new website built. Because I'm the kind of guy that thinks, well, it's like, I gotta go all or nothing and just get the whole thing done. But by creating a plan, breaking it down and building it out one page at a time, I was able to actually get this website done. And for us creative people, it can be especially useful in helping us be more effective in our work. By understanding the power of small habits, we can create consistent routine for working on projects and staying focused on our goals. This book also gives us practical advice on how to overcome procrastination. I don't know who's guilty of that, which can be particularly useful for creative people who struggle with staying motivated. All right, so overall, this book can help you be more productive and more efficient in your work. Ultimately, that's going to lead to greater success in all your creative endeavors. All right, and now we've got Drawing is Magic. Now this is a book written by an illustrator. He's also an author named Austin Kleon. This book explores the power and the potential of drawing as a tool for self-expression and creativity. You don't have to be an illustrator or an artist to like this book or to have this book in your life. It's divided into different chapters that cover different aspects of drawing, including the importance of observation, the role of play and experimentation, and the use of different materials and techniques. One of the key themes of this book is the idea that anyone can learn to draw regardless of your skill level or your experience. Now, he encourages the readers to embrace your own unique style and experiment with different forms of drawing, doodling, sketching, even collaging. Whether you're an aspiring artist or if you're just simply looking for a way to express yourself and explore your ideas, it's an invaluable resource. It can help you unlock your inner artist and bring your ideas to life. This book. This is going to be an emotional one for me to talk about. It's called Safari is a Way of Life by this guy, Dan Eldon. Now this guy, he was a renowned photojournalist and an artist, and he was a young dude. I don't want to do any spoiler alerts, but I want you to check this book out. This book is an absolute inspiration for adventure and creativity. We talk about that all the time on this channel. Creativity, adventure, it's what fuels us. And this encourages us to explore the world around you, see new things from a different perspective. Dan's photographs, they're not only beautiful, but they're also thought-provoking. In his journal entries, they're really honest and raw. He shows us that adventure and creativity can be found in the most unexpected places, and that by embracing them, we can live a more meaningful and fulfilling life. This book, you gotta read it. It's an inspiration, it's motivation to explore the world and be more creative. Another side note about this, they made a movie about him. It's called The Journey is the Destination. It's absolutely one of my favorite movies. Photographers, if you liked Walter Mitty, and adventurers, if you liked the movie Into the Wild, Journey is the Destination. It's the same caliber of movie, let me tell you. Please go check it out. It's amazing. You will not be disappointed. All right, a couple more here. Another book by Jordan Raynor. He's the one that I mentioned before on Called to Create. This one's called Master of One. And this is a book that aims to help us creatives become more confident in our abilities to reach our potential. Now, when I talk about confidence, I'm nervous when I do these videos for you guys, so I hope you're bearing with me and I hope you made it this far. So this book is based on the idea that true success in a creative field comes from mastering specific skill or area or expertise in one area rather than trying to be a jack of all trades. Yeah, I can't relate to that at all either. Because at first I struggled with this a bit and I got worried about all the different things that I've got going on. I have so many plates spinning, so many projects happening. But Jordan offers some practical advice here. Real life examples to help us identify our strengths, focus on mastering a specific skill or a specific area of expertise. This book can help us build confidence in our abilities, increase our value in the marketplace, and help us really ultimately achieve greater success in our careers. All right, last book on the list here. It's called Stories That Stick. It's by Kendra Hall, and it's pretty powerful and informative guide to using the power of storytelling in a variety of settings. As creatives, if you don't know the impact and the power of story, get this book, read this book. It explores the art and the science of storytelling. It provides tips and techniques for crafting compelling stories that will stick with your audience. Whether you're in marketing, you're an entrepreneur, or you're just looking to be more creative in general, like a teacher, this book offers valuable insights, how to use storytelling to capture the attention of your audience and make a lasting impact. I think the key takeaway from this book is that stories have the power to help you be more creative. By understanding the elements of a good story and how to effectively tell them, you can tap into your own creativity and come up with new and exciting ways to communicate ideas. I mean, whether you're working on a marketing campaign, a presentation for school, or simply just a way to connect with others, the power of storytelling can help you be more creative and more effective in the way that you communicate. Overall, check this book out so you can tap into the power of storytelling, be more creative in your work and in your personal life. All right, that's our list. Do us a favor, if you found this at all helpful or inspiring, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. You know what? That's it for now. Thanks for watching this far. We appreciate you. You know, little movies like Toy Story. What are some other Pixar movies? Just Toy Story. Like, I couldn't think of any other movies.